guys, and welcome back to ASMR Pollar. So today I'm going to be telling you quite a short story, but anyways, I hope you enjoy. Let's just jump straight into this because I don't want to waste any time, and this one is a pretty interesting one. So yeah, if you enjoy, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, turn all bell notifications on, and yeah guys, let's begin, and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so this is the time my dad whooped my ass for smoking. He caught me smoking. Well, technically I wasn't smoking, I was vaping, but he thought I was smoking. You know how the older generation can be. So anyways, this video took place around 3 or 4 years ago, and I was actually coming back from one of my friends. So anyways, on this one day, my mum drops me off and she's like, Isaac, you're gonna have to walk back, like, I've got things to do. And I was pretty chill with that, you know, he didn't live too far. It was roughly around a 30-minute walk. It was mainly in the city where he lived, and that's where we was hanging around. So I meet up with my friend, we have a great day. We actually go and get donuts. We go to the CX because he wanted to take some of his old Xbox games back and this old mobile phone that his mum gave him to trade in. So, you know, we go to the city, we trade that all in. He actually purchases, I think he purchased like this weird headset thing, which it didn't really work. It was kind of like a knockoff VR, you know, kind of like the Oculus Rifts. It was a bit like one of them, but it was for your phone. He picks one of them up. We actually go and get donuts after that, and we go and chill in the McDonald's. So we were sitting in McDonald's, and this woman was being so horrible to us. She was like, oh, you can't be in here with those. If you're not ordering, get out immediately before I call the manager down. And I was like, okay, alright. So I go and buy a drink, and I go back, and she just looks at me, shakes her head, and she's like, mumbling under her breath. She's like, and I couldn't quite hear what she said, and I was like, excuse me, what did you say? She's like, oh, nothing. I told you to get something, didn't I? You can stay. You did, but I thought you'd get more than a drink. Think you're being funny with me? And I was like, no, I'm not being funny, I just wanted a drink. She's like, yeah, whatever, just hurry up and get out. And I was like, what? I've just purchased something from this store, you can't just tell me to clear off. And she's like, oh, whatever, just do you. She walked off basically after that. So anyways, we finish up in the McDonald's, and at this point, it was getting quite late. So my friend, he actually decided to go off home, and he would just walk home because he didn't live far. It was literally 10 minutes. So he walks one way, and I live in the total opposite direction. So, you know, I end up walking all the way up to where my area was, and there was this old abandoned house that I'd have to walk past. So, you know, as I'm walking past there, I'm a bit skeptical whenever I'm vaping because, I don't know, one of my parents at the time, because I wasn't old enough to, you know, do that, they could have saw me and they could have been pretty annoyed. So, you know, I'm, you know, watching my back, I'm a bit weary. Oh, is someone going to come around the corner? What's going to go on? Like, you know where it is. So I just had a quick and then I'd put it into my pocket and I'd carry on walking. So, you know, I turn the corner and I literally have to turn left and then turn right, and my house is like halfway down this one street. So, you know, I get down the left turning, and I think like a year or two ago, these trees that were there got cut down because there was these massive trees the time that I would walk down there. So, you know, I thought I was pretty chill, and I just sat on the wall, just chonging for a bit, because on this day, it was a Saturday, and my dad would normally come round on a Saturday because, I don't know if you know, but my mum and dad, they kind of split up and they don't live in the same houses, but my dad still, you know, he comes round now and again and whatnot, but back then he used to come round a little bit more. So I was sitting on this one wall, and I'm literally just vaping, just chilling, and I'm kind of out of sight if you're driving down the road. So anyways, I'm sitting there, and this wall is in the trees just a little bit. Just imagine like some massive kind of, I think they're called laurel edging trees. They're pretty big, they grow pretty wide as well. So there's a little like opening, and there's a wall, you know, so you jump the wall and you can get into these trees and climb them if you want, which I used to do a lot when I was younger. So anyways, I was literally just sitting on this wall facing the road, and I'm vaping, yeah, and I blow a fat cloud. I don't know why, but I blew this cloud knowing there was just coughing. I'm like, so I'm coughing my guts up, and guess who happens to be coming down the road? My dad. I do not know how I didn't hear him, because at the time he had like this 4-wheel drive which was pretty loud, and I'd normally hear it. I don't know, it was probably because I was coughing my guts up. So anyways, I'm coughing, there is smoke going up into the trees, and he drives past me, and my vape is on the wall, so I'm like, oh damn, I'm fidgeting, I'm trying to put it into my pocket. Oh god, what do I do? So I eventually get it in my pocket. My dad stops the car, winds the window down, looks at me, and he's like, Isaac, what are you doing? Why is there smoke going up in the air? Are you smoking? Do you smoke? And I was like, no, I don't smoke. He's like, well, whatever, I'll talk to you when you get home. Like, yeah. And he winds the window back up and drives off. And he just gives me this death stare. And I was like, oh my god. So I am eating bricks. I swear, dude, I was so scared. So anyways, I did the walk of shame all the way down the road. I make it sound like it was far, but it really wasn't. I get home, I go, I knock on the door because I didn't have my keys. My mum was there, my dad was there. He answers the door, and he's like, oh, alright, you had your smoke now, you feeling good? And I was like, oh, don't smoke, stop. So I get in the house, and he's like, what's that in your pocket then, that bulge? And I was like, it's just my phone. He's like, yeah, is it sure? Is it your phone? Yeah, well, take it out. And I was like, oh god. And my mum's like to me, Isaac, what's gone on? Just saying to my dad, why are you telling him to take his phone out? What's he doing? Well, and then he said my mum's name. I happened to be coming down the road. I turned right, and I see Isaac sitting on the wall at the top where the big tree is, and he's just coughing his guts up, the smoke going up into the trees, and he's acting all innocent. So you tell me what you think's gone on. And my mum was like, I see. To be honest, my mum didn't really care that I vaped. She knew, but if my dad knew back then, he would go absolutely mental. So I ended up taking it out. I put it on the table. I was like, look, it's not smoking, it's vape. Basically what comes out of a kettle. He was like, it's still, you don't want that in your lungs. You don't want to be messing up your lungs. You do sports, right, huh? You do sports, boy. And I was like, yeah, I do sports. And he was like, well, you're not going to be doing it for long if you keep that up. I'm having this, I'm taking it. And I was like, no, like, it's my friend's. And he's like, no, if your friend wants it, he can come to me. Now get to your room. You're grounded for the week. And I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, you're grounded. I'm not having none of this. I don't want my son's lungs messed up. Are you mad? And yeah, he was getting angry. My mum was like, can you calm down? He was like, woman, do you think I'm going to calm down and let my son inhale this S word into his lungs? And my mum was like, okay, I'm out of this. So I went to my room. My dad came up to me before I went. He was like, I'll catch you again. You're done. You had it. No more money for you. No more pocket money. That's it. You've been spending my money on this. And yeah, he actually gave it me back at the end of the week, and he was like, tell your friend this is his, not yours, never to give it you again. You think I'd done that? No, I didn't. Me and my friend used to chonk. But yeah, that was the time I got caught vaping by my dad. Not an extreme, crazy, wild out experience, but it was pretty interesting. So if you did enjoy, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up, comment down below if you've had any stories like this, any experiences, any time you've been caught by your parents, whether that's smoking, anything else, anything that's just made you feel uncomfortable around them as well. Comment your stories, drop them in the comments, and yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, turn all bell notifications on if you are new, and yeah, this is Isaac signing out.